Congress leader Rahul Gandhi has mounted an attack on the centre over the latest New York Times report on Pegasus row. Rahul has said, and I quote, "The Modi government bought Pegasus to spy on our primary democratic institutions, politicians as well as the public. The government functionaries, the opposition leaders, armed forces, judiciary, all were targeted by these phone tappings, and this is sheer treason. The Modi government has committed treason." This is what Congress leader Rahul Gandhi has to say on the Pegasus row that has once again burst into headlines. And for more on this, let me go across to my colleague Ranjita, who's joining me on the broadcast. जी रंजिता जी, क्या आप हमें राहुल गांधी के जो लेटेस्ट एलिगेशंस है, टेक अस थ्रू दीज लेटेस्ट एलिगेशंस?
बिल्कुल, देखिए, राहुल गांधी ने एक ट्वीट किया है, सरकार पर निशाना साधा है और पेगासस का मुद्दा जिसको लेकर कांग्रेस ने प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस भी किया। यूथ कांग्रेस का प्रोटेस्ट अभी कुछ देर पहले हुआ है। सीधे तौर पर सरकार को निशाने पर राहुल गांधी ले रहे हैं और कह रहे हैं कि किस तरह से एक ऐसा काम सरकार ने किया है जिसमें लोगों की जासूसी करा गई है। न सिर्फ आम पब्लिक बल्कि इसमें पॉलिटिशियन भी है, इसमें जुडिशियरी भी शामिल है, इसमें अलग अलग जो लोग हैं उनकी जासूसी कराई गई है और ये पूरी तरह से अलोकतांत्रिक है। सरकार ने जो किया है उसके लिए सरकार को जितना कहा जाए वो कम है। निश्चित तौर पर राहुल गांधी ने इससे पहले भी पेगासस के मुद्दे पर सरकार को घेरने की कोशिश की है, लेकिन अब जो नए तथ्य आए हैं उसके बाद अब संसद में, क्योंकि अब एक दिन बाद संसद का सत्र होना है, बजट सत्र है, ये देखना होगा कि कांग्रेस पार्टी इसको लेकर क्या स्ट्रेटेजी बनाती है।
जी रंजीता जी, शुक्रिया हमारे साथ जुड़ने के लिए और वो जानकारी देने के लिए। इनफैक्ट लेट मी गो अक्रॉस टू Brijesh Kalapa of the Congress there. Mr. Kalapa, thank you so much for speaking to Mirror now. So we've seen now, Rahul Gandhi also come out and speak up against Pegasus. All this while your party has been rallying against, they've been rallying behind, these allegations that the government is in fact using Pegasus to snoop. In fact, they're misusing the software to snoop on people.
Pegasus was originally meant to snoop on enemies of state, and this meant people who are traitors and those people who are planning attacks against India. And this is the reason why Pegasus was initially set up. But Modi Sarkar has now used the same Pegasus to snoop on judges of the Supreme Court. Mr. Modi was snooping on his own members of cabinet, on his own partymen, on members of parliament. And in regard to journalists, you see the number of journalists that Modi Sarkar has been snooping on. So it means that at all levels of government, that is of the four pillars of democracy, the Modi Sarkar has been snooping against everybody. And it is now clear, and that they had been saying that no, this was a private agency and so on and so forth. But it's now clear that Modi Sarkar has actually paid for Pegasus. And this is now clear because of the New York Times report. So when such extraordinary facts come to light, it's clear that Mr. Modi runs a government which is, completely interested only in collecting material about people and misusing that information. And where is the right to privacy? Because Supreme Court has said that everybody has a right to privacy. That right to privacy has been encroached upon in a very unconstitutional manner. And certainly Mr. Modi and his government must face the flag for this.
Mr. Kalapa, what do you make of, the defense by the BJP? So earlier we also spoke to Raman Manik of the BJP, where he has not only junked this international report, but also, called it anti-India and called the allegations by the Congress anti-India.
Terming everything as anti-India is something which BJP has been doing for the last 7 years, while they have themselves been doing something which is anti-India. Is not snooping on the opposition anti-India. Is not snooping on the judges of the Supreme Court anti-India. Is not snooping on members of parliament anti-India. Is not snooping on your own cabinet members anti-India. Is not snooping on the journalist fraternity anti-India. So the government is doing something which is totally against the ethos on which the country was built.
All right, Mr. Brijesh Kalapadhyay, thank you so much for speaking to Mirror Now. In fact, let me also play Surjawala's bite there. Remember, Congress has leveled big allegations saying that the government had deceived Parliament, misled Supreme Court and used public money to spy on people ahead of elections in 2019. Listen to what Surjawala has to say.
Modi government led by Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi himself, number one, purchased the illegal and unconstitutional Pegasus spyware. Number two, duped the parliament. Number three, misled the Supreme Court. Number four, used public money, used public treasury to illegally purchase and spy upon its own people. Number five, hijacked the democracy in the run-up to the 2019 parliament elections. And number six, committed an act of treason.